Welcome to We Really Love Island with Rem and M.
I'm Remy Casimir. I'm a stand-up comedian, and I host the sex podcast, How Come?
I'm Emily Wilson. I'm also a comedian and a former X Factor USA contestant.
We are obsessed with love, sex, and reality TV. So we're binging British reality show phenomenon,
Love Island. And now, so are you! Watch along with us and then listen to what we have to say about the episode.
This episode, we're talking about Season 1, Episode 19. Okay.
What an episode.
What an episode.
Oh my God.
I think this is one of my favorite episodes of the season,
I agree.
actually.
I feel like not much actually happened, but like, boy, was it filled with fun. Made me a little less scared of spiders, that's for sure.
Yeah. Wait, did you remember that in episode 1, Hulk's greatest fear is spiders?
Yeah, that is funny.
So,
in the challenge in the pool. Yeah. That's
he
funny.
must really like Zoe to go in and look for that spider with her.
I know.
So at the top of the episode, everyone's freaking out about how much they miss Omar, and Naomi is like, well, people want to see couples, so...
Yeah, she's such a...
And, like, it's, like, on the one hand, you're seeing how unempathetic she is and really just doesn't give a fuck about, like, friendship or people or anything.
Yeah.
But on the other, it's like, well, now we understand why she's in a couple.
Right. Yeah.
All the time. Like, when it seems like she doesn't really like anybody, but she's always in a couple.
Yeah. I also thought it was funny how Jess was like, I was really starting to warm to Beth.
Yeah,
like, it's so ironic seeing how they started, and she's like, "Yeah, we were really starting to get on."
Yeah,
but oh well.
Yeah.
Then Josh and John start talking about how Naomi is cracking on with Lou.
Did you notice her selfie with Lou?
Yeah,
like,
and she's sitting there with him, like constantly talking to him.
Yeah, and John points a knife at Josh. And he's like, she's always flirting with him.
I know. I love that he was like flipping the knife towards him while talking. That was funny.
Yeah, like it's time. Like, wise up.
Yeah. Poor Josh. He's so like naive to it all.
But then, Callie and Travis walk in, and Callie looks dope.
She looks so hot. Her outfit was really hot.
So hot.
Yeah.
I want to know what their relationship was.
I know, because it's not clear if she was like an ex or like if they hooked up once or if they just met once. Like, I'm not really sure.
I think she's like an ex.
Well, because the way they acted when they saw each other was like old lovebirds. Finally, star-crossed lovers coming back into each other's paths.
Yeah. Their first convo is so cute because Lou is so nervous. And he's like, I'm glad you're not dating someone. I really missed you.
Yeah.
Which was
He keeps saying, oh my days.
Oh my
That's like
days.
his catchphrase.
Yeah. Then Travis plops down and he's like, oh, hi, I like you, Lauren. Oh, and hi, also you, Jess.
Okay, can I just say I really hated how he sat down. And I don't know if this was the producers or if it was him being a literal cheeseball. But he sits down and all of a sudden he goes, so Lauren, how are you doing? And then everyone like screamed.
Yeah,
it's
and
like,
everyone got so
this
excited.
feels like in middle school when people were like, Remy and Ben should kiss.
Yeah.
And then it's like, do it. Like, it's just so...
But that's what he was there to do. Like, that's how he got in the house. And
that
he
was
like
his...
sits and then they're all like so excited.
What a
But
sneak.
then Lee literally goes, and I'm into you too, Jess.
Yeah. And everyone
like,
just was like, okay.
Wait, what?
Yeah. That was a bit slimy.
I really don't like him. I don't think he's... Whatever. Then Josh wants to confront Naomi, but Callie's in now.
Right.
He's like, I have to wait to see if she's still going to do it.
Even though Callie's around.
She's not going to give you the chance to call her out ever. Because Callie's here now, so she won't.
No, but he's saying if she doesn't, that's how I'll know that it was actually intentional flirting. Because he was like, if Callie's here and she still flirts, it's like, oh, that's just her personality.
Yeah.
But if she stops flirting, that means like...
that's not how I saw it.
He's saying if she stops, that means she had intentions with him.
I got it.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Also, then Naomi's over there, like, with them,
being
third
like
wheeling,
best friends with Callie,
sticking her head up her ass, and then she said something like, yeah, I don't know why everyone hates when girls are just friends with guys. It's like, why do you hate that? That's just like how I am.
Yeah.
And it's like,
she
see
lays
you.
all the groundwork.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know if you caught this little annoying moment. Lou was like, oh, are you both wearing heels? And Naomi's like, yeah, we're little Polly Pockets together.
I know, and puts her arm around her.
And like she's so gross all the time.
Yeah.
I hate her.
Yeah.
But then, Callie goes, yeah, 5'3", 5'2", and 5'2" is Naomi. And Naomi goes, I'm still the smallest. I'm still the smallest. I'm the smallest girl. She's just like the archetype of what, like she...
If someone were to make on The Sims, like, bitch from middle school.
Like, and
it would
like,
be her.
Who wants to be like a good girl. Like, she judges everyone else for being like slutty just because she doesn't want to be, and like,
or because she feels like she can't
she's
be.
just like, I'm small and thin and I'm very feminine and everybody likes me and I love to date. And like, you don't like to date, you like to fuck people around.
Yeah.
Bitch. Okay. Sorry.
But Josh doesn't let that bother
Josh doesn't give a
him because
fuck.
he starts talking to Jess about that one time she grabbed his nuts, jangled his balls.
And
this got out of hand. The way it unraveled after, I was really annoyed.
Me too. And
it's all his fault.
It's all his fault.
He made her look like such a like lying slut, basically, homewrecker.
Yeah.
He put it all on her just so Naomi wouldn't think that he was the one who started it by saying, remember when you touched my nuts?
He said it. Yeah. I wanted to just clarify. We're all in agreement that Josh went over.
He made her look like such a jerk.
Yeah.
I hated that. That made me so like viscerally angry.
No, I think the only thing that like she started the conversation in, she's like, what's your opinion of me? Like, but I think she was saying, like, are we still good? Like, do you think I'm coming off well? Like, she's just had all of this stuff. Like, she's like, do I need to apologize to you still? Like,
right.
Like, what do you think of me? And he goes, you're nice and you play with my willy, so.
Yeah.
And she's like.
He took it there. He totally took it there.
No, and then she goes, I know you're not attracted to me, don't worry. And he's like, yeah. Like, it was like a very, like, tame, like, friend convo. And then Josh goes and tells the guys, he's like, Jess said she watches us at night.
Right? Like,
which
that
is
was
not
he
what
literally
she
turned
said.
around and like you could see in his face when he was telling the story. He's like, and then she said she said like the way he was telling it was like you could tell he was just like building it up.
Yeah.
Because someone probably saw him talking to Jess and they were like, hey, what's happening with you and Jess? And he was like, fuck, Naomi's gonna find out. She was like really coming on to me and like it's just
it's
so
like I don't know. She just started
obvious.
coming over and started talking to me about crack.
Yeah.
Literally.
I know. It made me so mad. Like, don't fucking do that when you clearly were the one who initiated nearly all of that.
And then Max is like to Josh, he's like, are you sure she said that? Because sometimes you have to take her at like what Jess is like. Like Max is like so like diplomatic, and he's like, I don't think Jess would have said that.
Which is mature of him because he's in a couple with her.
Yes.
Very mature of him to say that to Josh, who's sitting in front of him saying, yeah, your girl basically just said she wants to fuck me and she watches me at night.
Right.
And Max was able to be like,
are you sure she said that?
Yeah. Bless Max. Again,
Bless Max.
Cannot reiterate enough. My type.
Love
so
Max.
honest.
Jess thinks Josh is giving her looks.
Mm-hmm.
She does say that at one point. Yeah. Do we think you think
I
that?
believe her. Yes, absolutely. Because Hannah even said, yeah, I saw them looks. I believe her.
Yeah, I don't know. You know what? I'm kidding. He just flirted with her very hard and then flipped the script on her to cover his ass.
And even later when they're in front of everybody and she quotes him, she does quote him directly word for word with what he actually said.
Yeah.
Whereas he was lying about what she said.
Yeah.
I fully believe her.
Yeah, I do too.
Of course, he's been giving her looks.
Yeah. And then everyone assembles to discuss, and Josh is like, we think you seem too interested.
Yeah.
And he's like, you've asked if Naomi's touched my dick and you watch me at night, and she says that like it's so creepy. But also, did you notice
what?
Naomi's wearing Jess's dress.
Oh, I didn't notice that. You always notice these things.
Yes. But you're calling the girl creepy and wearing the outfit that she wore the first night she hooked up with the dude that you're coupled with. You're creepy.
Yeah.
You're creepy. Naomi just likes stealing people.
And also, yes.
And having the upper hand.
And also, Naomi was like so quick to just, I mean, I guess if someone said that Jess said those things and I was coupled up with them, I'd be like, oh my God, how dare you ask my boyfriend that? But still, like, Naomi's looks of disgust just like made me very upset because I knew Jess was telling the truth.
Yeah, and because also I don't think Naomi even believes it. I think she just wants to
wants to be like, have a reason to hate her.
What a disgusting slut. That makes me feel so uncomfortable. Like, she freaked the fuck out.
She loves being the victim. She loves it. I literally have written in my notes, all caps, Naomi, shut up.
Shut the fuck up. Wait, I have it written down too. Naomi is so uncomfortable. Legit, shut up.
Yeah. Now she probably knows that Josh did do that too, so she's trying to be like, oh, he would never.
Yeah. And then Jess is crying.
I know. Poor Max, honestly.
I know. But also she's like, I wouldn't hook up with Josh. But like, I don't know if that's necessarily true.
I don't think it is.
But I think she's crying
but
about
she's been
it's
pushed
more
to the
like,
point.
No, like, you just made me look like I was trying to home wreck. And really, like, we were two people who were both flirting.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then Max comes over and he's like, give me your side of the story. I've only heard his.
I know. He's so, you know what? Like, yes, Jess is the victim of all of this, but Max is also like, all of this has happened and like his girl has been accused of all this stuff. And like, he kind of looks like a like jerk, if that is true what she said.
Yeah.
Like, he's kind of on the side here, like, wait, what is going on?
Yeah.
And again,
he says it.
Kudos to him for going up to her and being like, hey,
yeah,
like, you could tell me your side.
But he says it to Josh too. He's like, you could have come to me and told me this, and then I could say it privately instead of making this like big deal. Like, she's in my couple. Like, this makes life hard for me too now. And he says, he's like, Josh is just so cocky.
Yeah.
And then Naomi goes, I'm not that kind of girl. It just makes me gag. She's a fucking dirty little slut.
That's a lot of word choice there. I hope she really meant it if she chose those words, because wow.
Jesus.
That's so extreme.
She's disgusting.
I just like
disgusted by her. Hulk and Zoe.
Hulk and Zoe.
Oh my God.
Okay, here's my question for you. He says to her, yeah, it's a massive blue spider.
Yeah.
Do you think that means his dick
is tattooed? I don't know.
Why would he call it a blue spider? I think he has tattoos on his dick.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And now my follow-up question
is... because a few times he goes, Zoe, there's a spider. Zoe, there's a spider. And then he goes, there's a massive blue spider. So then the first time she's like, I don't care. And then she's like, ah.
Yeah. Now, that's cute that they wanted the cameras to not be on them. But my other question, if it is meaning that his dick is tattooed, follow-up question, do you have to be hard when you get the tattoo? Because you can't get it all wrinkly and shriveled up.
I think so. You guys, write in.
What do we think?
Yeah. I wish there weren't cameras in there. Like, I wish they got to just do their thing.
Yeah, but then again, I love when we do get to see it.
I know.
So
I know.
Then Lou talks to Naomi about Callie, which cracked me up. Because I feel like he's a little bit naive to Naomi's flirtery. Yeah. And he's just like, yeah, I really like her. And she's like, oh, yeah, you do? Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, yeah, Naomi, take that, you little bitch.
Mm-hmm. She says to him, she goes, it's just so crazy how we're all coupled up. Mm-hmm. As if she doesn't know the theme of the show.
Love Island, yeah.
And then she's like, I'm just such a little play on the outside. And he's just like, yeah,
Are
great.
you?
High five.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
and then she goes, what would have happened if I picked you and then Callie came in?
Yeah.
And Josh is like, why are you even thinking that?
Yeah.
Like, why are you thinking that? Why did you say it? What's wrong with you? How does she get away with this shit?
I know.
And then Travis went to lay with Jess too.
Wait, okay, but you know what? If Naomi was a guy, would we be this critical of the behavior?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I guess so.
She's been shady as fuck.
Yeah, you're right.
There is a guy in season 4 that reminds me of her a lot. And I actually did give him a few chances. Like, I feel like I've given Naomi chances.
Me too.
I really liked her in the beginning.
I loved her in the beginning. She was like my Miley Cyrus.
Wait, I also had written down Hulk's penis is a pretty Hulk's penis is pretty with a crown and a mink coat.
Oh, yeah.
When everybody was asking how it was. And she's like,
yeah.
it's aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah. No, he says that about his own cock.
Oh, he says it's aesthetically pleasing. It's pretty with a crown and a mink coat.
That's so funny. Now, Travis finds out he gets to ask someone on a date.
Mm-hmm.
And he literally says he says to someone, he's like, yeah, I'm thinking about asking Jess, but I don't want to piss anybody off. Mm-hmm. Which I took to mean the audience.
The public.
And yeah. Shady. And 2, and he does ask Jess out. She says no, because she's like, I kind of like Max.
Yeah.
And then he says in his confessional, well, Lauren doesn't have to find that out. You really think you'd get away with asking her second and her not knowing?
Yeah. Also, I think it's funny and like not saying like Lauren's not the worst pick ever. Like I love Lauren. There's a guy out there who's for Lauren who's wonderful. But it's funny to me how he comes into the house with the pretense, I'm here for the girl that no one else has picked. And then thinks once he gets in the house, suddenly he's going to go for the girl that everyone stepped out for in the beginning. No, Travis.
And it's like, do you think that now that you've branded yourself as like Lauren's guy, you can just brush that off the table?
No. Like there's a reason people are rooting for Lauren. They like her. They don't want to see her fucked over.
Yeah, and that's like the only reason you got in the house.
Yeah.
Villa.
Loser. So yeah, then he asks Lauren out. Mm-hmm. Oh, wait, no.
And then he goes and asks Lauren out because Jess says no.
Right.
And then, as Ian Sterling would say, bring in the Jonathan.
Bring in the Jonathan.
And he tells her, now here's my question for you. Would you have told Lauren?
Yeah.
Okay.
100%.
I know, but it's
that's
like,
how it changes how you act on the date towards the person.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess so.
Like, if you saw Lauren's face when he sat down next to her and said, How you doing, Lauren? She was excited and Twitter-pated, and that would only have been ramped up if he came. Like, she was pumped when he asked her out. She was so cute. And then, like,
Jonathan told her that.
Yeah. And I'm glad, because otherwise she would have shown up to that date and been like, hi, like, let me learn everything about you and get me really invested. Like, then, maybe they would have started a relationship based on him not actually liking her, like.
Well, that also makes me think, like, how important is it that she did know? Like, what if she didn't know, and then her and Travis went on to be this, like, great couple, but then we wouldn't feel so good knowing that it was all based in.
I would be fine if they turn into a great couple, but, like, I don't know. I always believe, like, when somebody shows you who they are, like, believe them.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I guess it's also going back to, like, the Zoe Daisy situation, though, where, like, she was like, well, you didn't pick me that once, but then now Zoe and Jordan seem quite cute.
Yeah, I guess you just can't. I don't know. I feel like if Jonathan didn't tell Lauren, she would have probably really started to like Travis, maybe, or maybe not. But then I do think Jess would have been like, he asked me first, right?
Yeah,
and that would have been even
figure
worse.
out what to do. Right.
So I guess it is good that she knew. I don't know. I kind of see it as like
she still was nice to him on the date. After
they wound up having a good time.
They had a good time, and then like
after she said second best, eh?
Yeah,
that clip they always love to use. And he tried to lie. Mm-hmm. He tried to lie, and then she imitated him stuttering.
Yeah,
but I guess I was just comparing it in my head of like, when you know someone you don't know that well and you find out that they're being cheated on. Yeah. It's like, do you tell them?
But everybody's way more on Lauren's side than
and it's like way less of a big deal than cheating.
Yeah. I think that Jonathan made a good move in that one.
I agree.
Okay, so now Callie gets to go on a date with Lou.
Oh.
Yeah. They are referred to on the date as old flames. Uh-huh. So they dated.
Yeah.
And they have a picnic.
They have a history.
And Callie says, it's butterflies like when I first saw you in the club.
Yeah.
Did you catch that? They always meet in the club. And then she says she was in Hull and he was in London and he wished it had progressed more, but the distance was hard. Yeah. So that's a little more background on their information.
Yeah.
And then he goes, I do think I could fall in love with you, to be fair.
Right. That's a lot to say on a first time being back with somebody.
Yeah.
But I always appreciate honesty and vulnerability, especially for men.
And Callie, too, was like, I saw Lewis on TV, and I was like, I'm going to apply and take a little gamble.
I might as well give it a
shot. Even though I could look like an idiot. And now I feel happier knowing that she's the one who applied. Like, the producers didn't just like...
Right. Be like, we found your ex.
Yeah. No.
Or,
like,
we found your ex.
We found your ex.
Can't do the accent for my life.
But it's cute because she like literally went out on a limb, and she's seen the show up to this point, so she's cool with everything, and she like knows he's tried, and she's like, whatever. Like,
I know, I believe in their star-crossedness.
I do too.
Then Jess and Max are on the daybed, and
Kissing.
I love this. No, but I love when she says to him, he's like looking at her boobs, and she's like, "Oh, my nipples," and she's like, "Don't look." You know that means to look. Carry on looking. You know,
carry on looking.
Yeah. It's so funny. That's like my favorite. And I Googled it. She's a Taurus. Which I'm a Taurus. And so I relate hardcore to her behaviors like that.
Yeah. So Jess, if you ever want to come on this podcast, like when we're not covering the actual episodes, like we're
be our guest.
Be our guest.
We love you.
Yeah.
We're obsessed with you. And then Travis and Lauren basically agree
then when Max and Jess are like kissing on the daybed, he goes, she's down for a laugh, and we're attractive, and it's not that serious.
Yeah.
Which is like, okay, yeah, you're honest about that's how you feel.
Again, with the honesty.
I think everybody has fun with Jess.
Yeah.
They have a nice laugh.
Good banter.
And it's not that serious yet.
It's not yet. Then Travis and Lauren basically agree, like, this isn't.
We don't like each other.
Yeah. Which is like, it honestly makes me go, okay, Travis, well, good luck, because none of the girls are going to want you now, knowing that, like, 1, you lied.
Yeah.
2, you're not even that hot.
Yeah.
And 3, like, you kind of spent this time coming in here to be with Lauren, and that gave everybody else time to be with everybody else.
Yeah.
So now I feel like there's no place for him.
Nope.
Hopefully he gets booted.
Yeah, that would be sick. I also noticed that Callie and Lauren became fast friends.
They did, didn't they?
Yeah, they were just like hugging in the background and stuff.
That's sweet.
And then at one point, I thought this was funny. Naomi complains to Josh that he isn't talkative, and he goes, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't catch that. That's funny.
She's like, I just don't know how to read you sometimes. Like, you're not very talkative. And he's just like,
yeah, you're right.
Yeah. Okay, yeah, I don't have much vocab for this episode. You do?
Do you have anything?
I've got snog.
Snog, which means making out.
Yeah, Callie said something, and she was like, oh, we didn't have a proper snog. Like, it wasn't a full make out, but it was a kiss.
Yeah. When, in the beginning, when Josh is talking about Naomi and Lou flirting to John, he says, yeah, I've got me wits about me now. So,
yeah,
wits.
we have that.
Do we?
Yeah, in English.
Keep your wits around. Wits about me?
Yeah, keep your wits about you.
To be able to think quickly?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that's it.
Josh tells Jess when they're talking, he says, yeah, you are quite sound.
Sound. Yeah, it's just like
sound
like
is
stable. Like you're a cool
Irish
person.
Slang. Someone who willingly does a favor. Huh?
Like a good dude.
Oh, an individual who might be considered cool or generally very likable.
Yeah, you're sound. You're.
Jess tells Josh, are you wifed off? Which is like our version of wifed up.
Yeah.
Swerving.
Ooh.
I don't remember who said it, but
I think it's like avoiding.
Dodging.
Yeah.
Or being so drunk.
Oh, yeah, that actually I think that was somebody saying they were swerving.
And then Jordan says him and Zoe got up to some tomfoolery.
We also say tomfoolery.
Is this my age showing?
I don't know.
Acts that are not intelligent, shenanigans, and or hooliganisms.
Yeah, tomfoolery.
That's all I had.
All right. Yeah, there's not much vocab in episode 19, but a lot of fun.
Yes.
Shall we on to 20?
Let's see if there'll be any more spiders.
Let us do.
Blue ones.
I can't stop thinking about that tattoo. Hey guys, I know we really love Island, but do you? If you really love We Really Love Island, let us know.
Leave a rating, a review, and tell everyone you know to subscribe too.
You can find us everywhere that podcasts are found. iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, YouTube, Google Play, all of them. Hopefully. If they don't work, message us. You can find us on Instagram at We Really Love Island. Follow us individually at The Real Emily Wilson.
And at Remy Cassavant. You could also like us on Facebook, facebook.com/We Really Love Island.
Follow us on Twitter at We Really Love Island.
Send us your thoughts, your prayers, and if you know any of the contestants,
send them our way.
Yes.
Perfect.
Amazing.
And always remember that we're not affiliated with Love Island, ITV, CBS, or anything. We're not official anything. We're just two comedian girls. Thank you. Goodbye.